So Jason, we're back here in Maui to talk about your 2011 board line, which now comes with a 4-fin setup. Can you tell me why you went for that kind of setup?
Well, I think really the big thing is looking at what's going on in the future, and in the ASP surfing realm, like Kelly Slater and those guys, they are experimenting with the 4-fin setup. And Cowley took it upon himself about a year and a half ago to look into that development, and he's obviously part of the JP team, so it was a good opportunity for me to jump in there and have a go on the quad fins and see what all the hype was about.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about the development process, how it went?
Well, it started by obviously testing boards, building some boards, and trying to getting the correct fin position. And once we realised that it was working really well, the next step was to see that if my existing line, it would work by putting the boxes in the boards and seeing how it would work. And it was amazing to see how well the board performed with the 4 fins in the board. They were just fantastic.
So what do those additional side fins do for you?
Well, they do quite a lot actually. For one of the biggest things is they just give you a lot more drive through the turns, and because you have more drive, you can carry more speed, and with speed comes confidence, and that's really a big thing. They kind of feel a little like the old single fin days when you rail that bottom turn and you can really push against the fins and get a lot of drive. And then once you're coming off the lip, off the top of the wave, you've got that extra small fin on the rail. So what that really does is it helps push the rail of the board back around on itself. Whereas back in the old days with the twin fins and the single fins, you might have got a little bit of a chatter and sort of as you turned, you might bounce off of the back of the wave. Whereas now that additional fin really wants the rail of the board to go right back underneath you, so you can push a little more. So it just gives you confidence in the water, extra speed, and with those two things, you can really challenge yourself a lot and build your confidence and rely on the board a lot.
And these boards are still aimed at the bigger waves, yeah?
They are built for myself for the bigger waves, but it doesn't mean that they're not good for the smaller waves as well. I mean, I use them all the time here when it's small, and they work great as well.
Okay, Polakow Twinser Quad, that's a bit of an unusual name for a board line.
Yeah, actually, now that you say it, it does sound a little weird. But in essence, you're sort of getting 2 boards for the price of one. So it can be a twin fin or a quad fin. I've got it right here actually. So when you buy the board from the shop, you're getting it as a quad setup, as you see right here. And if you do want to give it a go in a twin fin, you just got to take the 2 outside fins out, put in a 2 cm bigger twin fin setup. And there's some plugs there to cap or to plug the outer fins, and you're away out there, going out there on a twin fin.
And why would somebody want to use that as a twin fin rather than a quad?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's just personal preference. I mean, a lot of guys might tell you a lot of stuff, but I feel that whatever you feel you like. A lot of the guys on the PWA tour using quad fins all the time now in onshore European type conditions, and other guys are switching to twin fins. So it's just basically how you feel on the day. It's probably great to try it out and both ways, and then possibly for myself when the conditions are like full on down the line conditions, I'll run with the quads. And maybe if it's a little more sort of European type conditions, I might throw a twin fin in there just to try it out. But more and more so now, I'm tending just to stick, for my own personal preference, with the quad setup.
Okay, so that's everything about the boards. Now can you tell me about the rest of your plans for this year?
Basically, I want to, find large waves, do what I love to do. So I'll just be keeping an eye on the weather. The South Pacific is opening up right now, lots of south swells. So I'll be looking at that and hopefully hitting some of the islands around there. And then, later on this year, I hope to do a trip down in Western Australia, up the northwest coast, past Nauru. There's some really isolated reefs out there, and it would make for a really great story, so I hope to do that as well.
Cool, that sounds great. Well, I hope you have lots of fun, good luck with it, and be careful, eh?
Ryan, thank you.